Look, obviously there's a lot of work over the last 4 days that happened for both teams, and when a day, especially a test match, finishes on a day like today, as you said, it's very frustrating. From our position, we felt that yesterday was tough. It was a lot of drafting, but we got ourselves into a position of, if today was a full day of cricket with one seamer down and one of their main batters out of the team, we fancied our chances. So very disappointing from that point of view. No, I think it's a fair call. I just think obviously on day 5, the situation, we were 190 ahead on a wicket that was spinning quite a bit. I think just purely on the match position, if we got 50, 60 more runs, a 250 lead, and have set them that in 50 or 60 overs, we'd fancy our chances for either a draw or a win. I think a loss would have been out of the equation then, so that would have been a nice position to be in. Obviously from their side, if they bowled us out early this morning, chasing 280 overs is much more doable, but we felt we were capable of getting at least another 40 runs. But definitely from a test match perspective, I think both teams played some really good cricket, did right things, did wrong things, and pretty much hit 50-50 after this test match. I think just the way that their team is set up, as I said before, we expected them to play 2 spinners somewhere in this series, and I think that's something that they'll run with now in the next 2 test matches, definitely the last, just to sort of prepare for that. Have plans for that to make sure we play it as best as we can. And obviously they're losing a big player in Ross Taylor, so someone new will have to step in, so that will create an opportunity for us to put some pressure on them. And we know if someone like Kane Williamson, he got 100 this game, but if you can get through him, we can put some real pressure on their batters. I just think in general, just to get the first test out the way for the guys who haven't played a bit of cricket over the last while, the test players, obviously someone like Dean coming in and scoring some really good runs and looking good, but just getting rid of those cobwebs, if you can call it that, just to get the guys going again. I feel we're always very good once we get that engine running. So looking forward to that second test match now with the guys playing a bit of cricket.
It hasn't been easy, don't get me wrong. It's been a position that I've always wanted to fulfill and determined to do that, and I'd like to see it as mine now. I know it's a lot can happen, but I'd like to think what I've done so far, it's my position. I'm lucky I've had a few past experiences where I've actually started well and I've actually tapered off, so now I've had a few reference points and I've got someone next to me who's really on my case a lot lately. So it's definitely something mentally that I have to just hone in and focus a little bit more on, and just remain and keep the hunger. That's the biggest thing. I think it's if you stop looking at your game and start looking at what the team needs, I think that's maybe a good focus point from now on. Still no winning the series yet, so we still got 2 massive tests and you got to try and contribute there. That's a big factor for me. It was challenging, just because of the nature of the wicket being quite slow in the game. The run rate was obviously quite slow, so you couldn't get a lot of momentum on your side when you're batting. So yeah, in that part of it was quite challenging, and you just had to look at the bigger picture all the time. It could have always gone south, which is obviously not what you want out there. So yeah, it was quite tough just because of the nature of the game being quite slow. I don't think so. We had to do a job. We had to win a test series, and you got to look at it like that. Just from a personal perspective, I've got a lot of experience on my side, and I know days like this can be disruptive, but you just have to look past it, find a way to look past it. So yeah, it's unfortunate that we couldn't get any play today and try and make a dent in the series, but so be it, and we have to crack on in the second test.